Alright, hello. What is popping, gamers? I should probably get the tier list up. And also get the chat up on my phone. God, I'm so unorganized. Presentation mode. Oh yeah, get chat up. Right, as my phone's charged up, we shall get rid of that. And yeah, just get to ranking, I guess. That should be set up well. This is kind of scuffed, but it is what it is. Probably should have given a bit more warning. Oh yeah, I could probably post my stream somewhere. Stream. Oh my god. Right, we shall post this. Oh my god. Right, we shall post this here. And then we'll post it in... Why am I... Oh. Streamer mode enabled. Screw you then. Is there any self-advertising places in this? Na, 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 na. Alright, I reckon we get to ranking. So, first up we've got Abra. Now, Abra's pretty decent. He's a pretty normal guy, you know, although, I will say, he is kind of like, he's a little afraid, he's a little shy, and for that I'm going to put him in mid. I wouldn't say it's a good Pokemon, but you know, he's alright. I don't really have anything to go off when I'm looking at these Pokemon, by the way. Just a heads up, I'm just speaking what's on my mind. And they're in theoretical, alphabetical order. I haven't actually checked, but I'd assume they are, because they got reorganized randomly, so there's that. So, Aerodactyl. Now, this guy is not as mid as Abra. It's actually pretty decent. And we're gonna, just so I don't have to repeat myself, I say that, people aren't gonna be here, but, you know, so I don't repeat myself later, I'm gonna say this now. I'm ranking Mega Evolutions on their own, like gimmick forms on their own later on, when I decide to do, like, Megas. So, yeah, we're going to do Mega Evolutions separate. I'm going to focus on the exact Pokemon that I'm on about, which is regular Aerodactyl. I'm going to put it in good. Maybe I should make another tier. Because I feel like good and best, like, there's going to be a lot in good and, like, barely any in best. Yeah, we'll deal with that when we get to it. Right, Alakazam. Now, Alakazam, I can tell you for a fact, is in the good tier, because it's fully evolved, super strong, psychic type in Genron. Genron? What? Who is Ron? Anyway, super strong, you know, nothing wrong with him. He's just a good fella. Arbok, right. Arbok is going to go in mid, because it's a Cobra, but it's just backwards. He's, like, what is there to love about this guy? He's just there, you know? Like, do you know anyone who seriously loves or hates Arbok? Because I'd genuinely be surprised if anyone does. So, now we've done Arbok, we can move on to our first best tier. Because, oh my god, Arcanine, one of my favourite Kanto Pokemon. Beautiful Pokemon. Still mad that this should have been, or this isn't legendary. Like, it's got such good stats, it's a well-respected Pokemon. You'd think it'd be legendary, but nope. I can just see it like I explained in my Kanto video, like just him protecting Cinnabar Volcano. Cinnabar Island and the volcano, you know, just like prancing around everything. Hello Path, welcome to the stream. How you doing, man? Alright, next up is Articuno. Now, I don't know how to feel about Articuno, because Articuno is quite the big boy, you know? Like, I used to love Articuno, but now I think it's, like, good. I should probably rank them in the tier, shouldn't I? That'd be good. Let's put Aerodactyl there. Yeah, that looks good so far. Quite elegant. Yeah, it's, like, almost there for me. Yeah, it's like a very majestic Pokemon, you know? I used to like it a lot more, but now I think it's a bit... Oh no, it's fell off. I've got a different favourite legendary bird now. So, yeah. Moving on from Articuno, we have Beedrill. Now, Beedrill is... It's a bit strange. He's just a... He's just a bee. No, he's a wasp. Wait, no, he's a bee. He's called Beedrill. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? I just called Beedrill a wasp. What is wrong with me? Anyway. Beedrill's just like, he's alright. I'd say top of mid so far. Just because, I don't know, he's just, he goes, speak, and he like pokes you with his thing. You know? I am going to rank regional variants and Mega Evolutions separately, or in their own generation. So when Gen 6 comes about, I'll rate Megas, and then when Gen 7 comes out, I'll... Well, I say comes out as if it's not been out for like 10 years now. But when I do the streams a couple weeks from now, then we'll do Megas and all that. Lovely jubbly. Now, Bellsprout. You know what? Bellsprout. I actually really like Bellsprout. I find him super funny. I don't know if he's better than Alakazam, but I think Bellsprout is super funny. He's just Bellsprout, you know? He's just a fun little guy. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good spot. Now, here's going to be my first really hot take of the stream. I think Blastoise is super mid. He's like, okay, but that's literally it. I'd say he's the top of mid. Like, I don't think he's a bad Pokemon. But, yeah, I don't know. I just think Blastoise on its own is just a bit mid. I don't really think it's that cool. I do wish I liked Blastoise though. Like, he's a little turtle. Well, I say he's a little turtle. He's quite a big boy, but he's got cannons on his arms, you know. But like, I don't know, just the way he stands, he like looks over his shoulder. He's like the... What's the meme? You know where the guy's looking over his shoulder at the other girl? He's like that as a meme. I'm not really sure how I feel about it, you know? Does a dance. Yeah, Bellsprout does his own little dance as well. He also KO'd Ash's Pikachu with one little bonk on his head, which I find really funny. Like, Pikachu was sparring him and everything, you know, and then Bellsprout just goes, bonk, and then he just, like, passes out. It's kind of funny. Right, Bulbasaur. Now, Bulbasaur is better than, you know, Blastoise and Aerodactyl and Bellsprout. Actually, I think he's better than Alakazam as well, you know? Not better than Articuno. Because Articuno is, like, going to be the top of good, you know? Like, the very top. Like, there might be one or two Pokemon above him in good, but, yeah. Yeah, but that's... The reason why Pikachu lost to Snivy is because Zekrom literally zapped all of its electricity, so it can use its electric type moves. Like, it wasn't... It tried to battle, but if an electric type loses its electric moves, like, it's kind of like... It might as well be a normal type. You know? It still should have done more damage with the... What's it? It should have done more damage with Iron Tail or Quick Attack, but it probably just felt so drained from losing its electricity that it just had little to no energy, so it just couldn't do anything. The thing is with Pikachu, like, he's not exactly a glass cannon, though, because he's defeated multiple legendary Pokemon. He also defeated Leon's Charizard, Steven's Metagross as well. Mega Metagross. So, yeah, I wouldn't say it's a glass cannon. Also, can we talk about how he sweeped half of Cynthia's team in the Masters tournament? But that would be a topic for another day, I reckon. Pikachu is just incredibly powerful, but we'll get on to him later. Yeah, the anime is very inconsistent, to be fair. Anyway, Butterfree, moving on. Butterfree's actually pretty cool. I like Butterfree. Its episode is iconic, so... yeah, I think I prefer Bellsprout over Butterfree. And then Caterpie... I'm sorry, Caterpie, but you're just kind of mid, bro. Make a tier list for Ash's Pokemon. I could do that. I'll do that at some point, yeah. But I've got to focus purely on them, and I'm not going to lie. A lot of the earlier generations I haven't watched much of. Like, I've watched Gen 4 and onwards, but I haven't really watched much of, like, Gen 1 through 3. Oh no, I started with Alola, so for me to go back and watch the older episodes, like, it's... The pacing is so much slower, I don't like it. Chansey. I'm going to say Chansey is mid, but I respect it for giving so much XP in games. I think Beedrill's cooler. But yeah, I respect Chansey for being a massive W in when you want to grind up a Pokemon. Just purely because, like, you know when you, in Scarlet and Violet, you need to grind up Pokemon? Just get a normal sandwich, travel somewhere, get, like, 20 levels, and you're chilling. Like, it's just so, it's so easy. I remember I was playing just an emulated version of Ultra Sun, I think it was. We were getting the Pokedex, and I decided to, you know, obviously use the Chansey. And the Chansey that I was grinding, obviously, you kill a lot of them. I probably killed like over 1,000. I found a random shiny Chansey whilst I was doing that. I was like, bro, does this count as my first random shiny? I don't think it does, because I wasn't looking for it. Then again, I guess that's the entire like thing of random. So, I don't know. I'm going near Ortega's base, Chansey spawn now. Yeah, they're everywhere, you know. Wait, do you mean Ogerpon? Or was Ortega's base like a place in Paldea? Oh yeah, Charizard. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. Gotta make sure to stay on track. Charizard, nice. Yeah, I'd say Charizard's like the best of Kanto. Like, you can't not like Charizard unless what's the word in? Unless you're just annoyed at the fact that he gets so much love. Like, I don't really see how else you dislike Charizard. Actually, I might put him at the top of good. Nah. I think his Mega Evolutions would be up here, but yeah, I think top of good is like a really good place for him. Charmander is just a base stage, it's not really that interesting. I think I prefer it over Beedrill. And then Charmeleon's just like, there. Charizard is your favourite one. Yeah, it's like a love-hate relationship with Charizard for a lot of people, I feel like. You either absolutely love Charizard and everything to do with it. You find you just don't care for its existence, but you think it's kind of overrated. And then you absolutely despise it. It must burn with every fibre of its being, you know? So, yeah. And I think Charizard's like good, but it's not quite the top of Kanto for me. I don't know many Pokemon that will place above it, but I think it's the very top of good. Right, Clefable. Now, Clefable, I think it's alright. It's like bottom of good, probably. Nah, I think it's... Nah, I think it would go there. Yeah, people also hate that it loses 50% to rocks. Rocks is in stealth rocks, right? I mean, you gotta nerf Charizard somehow. Things OP. Right, Clefairy. Clefairy's like... I'm not gonna lie, it might be the worst so far. Like, it's just so... You know? Actually, I might move these down to bad. Yeah, I'm gonna move these down to bad. Just, I don't know, I just don't like Arbok. You know, it's just a... It's just... I say that, I'm gonna be very hypocritical going later on, but I don't know, I just don't think they're that interesting. Yes, a Poison Dark evolution for Arbok would be lit. Because that would make it so much stronger, because it's not weak to Psychic. Like, its only weakness is Ground, man. Its base stat total's really low, yeah, which is a shame. But maybe we'll see one in Gen 10. Or in, Legends Johto, if we get that this year. I think Legends Johto is probably the best case scenario this year. Just because we've had so much, like, Blueberry Academy is in Unova, and then, I believe, no, I don't think it is actually, no one. But yeah, I believe that, Legends Johto is the most likely, or Legends Celebi, which is pretty lit. Cloyster, now, I'm not gonna lie, this thing is, it's just annoying. I think it's top of bad. Oh no, he just looks, what, like, why is he looking at me like that? Like, that's so rude, you know? Yeah, I don't know, I think Cloyster's unnecessarily bulky. It's got like 150 defense or something stupid, but then if you breathe on it, it dies. Like I could kick it 5 times, it won't do anything, but if I breathe on it, it's like, yep, time to go for a nap. Very sus Pokemon. Listen, my mind isn't in the gutter, okay? But yeah, you can put it that way. Cloyster, of course, yeah. Right, Cubone. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's bad. I think Cloybone? Cloybone. Oh my god. What the hell is Cloybert? Wait, hang on a minute. What's it called? How do you bloody... What do you mean, man? Oh. Pokemon Fusion. Okay, right. Cloyster. Cloyster. Cubone. That looks so cursed. Wait, what if I make it the other way around? Cloyster. Oh my god, what is that? Ew! That sounds about as bad as I thought it would be. What games do I play other than Pokemon? Good question, actually. I can actually just show you on my desktop, to be fair. So I play a bit of Fortnite here and there. Mainly Geometry Dash right now. I've been big into this game for a very long time. What's this doing? yeah. So I play a bit of Geometry Dash, a bit of Fortnite. Fortnite's a bit more of a on the low right now. Golf with friends when we're not bored sick of it, because this game gets like barely any updates. VR chat, I'll be playing that later actually. Gonna hop on, have a good time, you know. Lethal Company I've been especially enjoying recently, I'll tell you that for a fact. And FIFA as well. I don't really play anything else. Other than Pokemon, of course. But all of these are like, I'll play like 1 or 2 a day, depending on if anyone jumps in call or anything like that. Back to this. Right, Dugong. Hang on a minute, I'm getting distracted. Right, Dugong. I love Dugong. I don't care what anyone says about it being basic and just being a big seal. I love Dugong. I don't know why, I just find it the funniest Pokemon of all time. It's like Flamigo, which we'll discuss like 2 months from now probably. I don't know why, he's just such a goofy little fella, you know? I love him. It's probably my hottest take. I don't know if I actually no, I won't put him above Arcanine, I love dogs. But Dugong is like top of Kanto for me, which is probably a massive hot take over 3 of the most popular Pokemon in the entire region, but yeah. Diglett. Your friend has a shiny one in Pokemon Emerald. Ooh, that's fun. Speaking of Pokemon Emerald, my last video was, we basically got a version of Pokemon Emerald that was a 1 in 100 shiny chance, and the first to get a full shiny team won. I don't know if you've seen that, but you should definitely check that out at some point, because I kind of wish that video performed a bit better. I thought it was going to perform a lot better than it actually did, but I screwed up the intro, I think. Speaking of intro, Jesus, that was perfect timing. Anyway, Diglett. Diglett's like, I like Diglett. I think I'll put him above, like that. He's just Diglett, you know? Just dig, you know? I'll check it out. Awesome, dude. You'll love to see it. Ditto. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Ditto, I don't know how to feel about this guy. He's just like, he's like the middest of all Kanto Pokemon. Like, I like him, but realistically, right, like, what is it? It's just like a bunch of cells. Like, oh, I could turn into a legendary Pokemon and mark your entire lifespan. I can mark your entire existence in like 3 seconds if I really want to. Yeah, we might never know what Diglett looks like underground. It's probably just like Wugtrio, but it just like evolved to put most of it underground. Right, Dodrio. So, Dodrio is a flying type that can't fly, so it already gets minus points for that. But other than that, I actually think it's alright. I say that, I'm going to put it in mid. I'll put it like here. It's alright, but it's like, there's nothing special about it, you know? Yeah, that's what I mean, like, I don't find it so interesting to the point where it just, like, it's not that cool. Like, its whole thing is that it wants to be someone else, you know? Well, what's the point in that? Be yourself, be your own thing, you know? Don't let other people tell you who you are or what you want to be. Even if your body is physically meant to do that. Be your own self, you know? Beanstalk? That's the wrong... No. Dusky quotes of the day. Be yourself, don't be other people. Right, Doduo. Now this is like... Doduo is like... It's just really mid. Dragonair! Dragonair's cool. I like Dragonair. It's like... good, but it's like nothing special, you know. We need to spread that amongst Instagram users. Yeah, be yourself. Don't show off for a camera. Be who you want to be on camera, off camera. You know? Like, I mean, obviously on camera, like, if you're recording a video, like, you kind of got to be like, yes, so guys, today, you know, like, you got to put energy into it, but for me, it's just like, you know, just be yourself. Just enjoy your time streaming, if you have a stream. And when you call in with people, be the same, you know? Put energy into it. Show that you care. Instead of just like, oh, look at me, I'm doing this really cool thing that I'm never going to do again, but I hope you guys care, even though they probably don't. That's why I don't use Instagram, because, like, people shout, like, oh, I went on this amazing holiday. Like, do they really think by sending that people are actually going to care? Because I sure don't. I can give a flying toss. You know? Like, just enjoy your time, make the most of it. Don't tweet about it and all that. Right, Dragonite. Aster. Dragonite is adorable. It's like one of the few cute pseudo-legendaries, and I respect it a lot for that. It might die if it's put in, you know, any form of, like, cold temperature, but when it's not in cold temperatures, it's awesome. And that's what you love to see. And then Dratini, I think I'm just going to put below Bellsprout and Diglett. Actually, no, I'll put it at the bottom of good. As you installed it to talk with your crush, but then you realise you got addicted. You deleted it. Yep. I used to have Instagram on my phone. But before I switched phones, I used to have it. And whenever I was bored, like, say if I was in the middle of making a video, or I was on call, or something like that, I just flick through Instagram. And I just realised I can do that on Twitter. Like, I don't need to... I know, I also followed a bunch of really random people on Instagram. And, like, all the meme pages you follow on Instagram is just full of OnlyFans girls. So I was like, well, I'm just going to uninstall. It's also because I couldn't be asked to get my password. But forget that part, you know? That's not the main reason. It was also just because, like, I don't use TikTok, and I don't use Instagram, and I kind of don't want to use Twitter either. Because it's, like, such an easy distraction to just get away from everything, so... yeah. Right, Drowsy, I think is going to go at the bottom, because let's be honest, Drowsy's just weird. Like, it tries to be an elephant on hind legs, like, with its weird trunk thing. It's like, how about no? You know, like, it just looks like it's permanently high. And that's all I can really say about it. You know? Yeah, with YouTube Shorts, Reels, Twitter, TikTok, like, all of that, it's, like, you could be in bed, like, oh, I'll go to sleep in, like, 5 minutes, swipe, and then by the time you've swiped, it's been half an hour, and you're gonna have no time to, you know, you're gonna have to sleep less, and then lose focus, and then, it's just, like, a never-ending effect of, oh, dear. I think that's the best way to put it, just, when you can, don't scroll through TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and all that, because... it just doesn't do that well. Dog Trio? Dog Trio's alright. He's like just below Diglett, probably. I'll put him like there. I think that's good. What bad is just on Shorts gonna, more Shorts gonna do? Yeah, you're just like, I'll just have a look for a few minutes, and then half an hour is gone, like I said, and your entire life is just, well, TikTok is banned in your country. That's a W, to be honest. Well, she was banned in every country. Oh no, I just think TikTok's like, I actually do have a TikTok, but I don't, like, use it. Like, I post random shorts on there every now and then, see if it does anything. But I'm only doing it to promote my YouTube stuff, you know what I mean? But I'm not doing it to actually grow on TikTok. Right, Eevee. I'm just gonna say it right here, S tier. I think Eevee's amazing. Like, the way it can evolve into, like, 8 different Pokemon, and all of them are, like, good at best, is incredible. Like, there's not a single bad evolution. Like, there might be or they, you know, they're all really solid Pokemon. I respect that, you know. I think that's why they're trying to take a break from making evolutions, because you really want to get an evolution right, you know. Like, they're a simple design, but if you mess it up, then people are going to be like, oh, we waited this long for that, you know. They're just trying to get some really good design concepts, probably. And who knows, maybe if we go to Let's Go Johto, we'll get a Ghostion, or a Spookion, or a Fanteon. That would actually be cold, you know, Fanteon, Ghost-type Eevee. Hang on, bro, I'm cooking, what the oh my god, that sounds cold. About as cold as it is in the UK, oh my god, it's like, what's the temperature right now? So let me just check on my phone. Yeah, it's 4 degrees where I'm at. I don't think it would make much sense to get a dragon type evolution though. You know what I mean? Like, what would you call it? Like, Dragion? Dragion, these nuts! LOL! I don't know, I feel like it all just comes down to how you name it. Where I'm at, it's 10 to 15 degrees in winter. Are you using Celsius or are you using Fahrenheit? Because 15 can either be like completely normal temperature or freezing cold. I don't really know the conversion rate between Fahrenheit and Celsius. Oh yeah, Atkins we should probably just put in bad. But it's like slightly more funny. Do you know what? I'll put it bottom of mid. Celsius? Oh, that's lucky. What the hell? Electabuzz. What do I think of Electabuzz? I think it's fine. It's like better than Beedrill, Ditto, Dodrio. I think it's better than Charmander though. I think that's a pretty good spot for Electabuzz. It's like an awkward middle evolution, but it came fast. So it's like not as awkward because it was dying to be its own standalone Pokemon. You're Asian? Oh, that's fun. You'd love to see it, dude. Electrode. It's the funny Pokeball Pokemon that isn't the Pokeball, therefore it's like really, really mid. Yeah. I should probably like actually do the tier list. Execute. Barnet. Okay, no, maybe not Barnet. I just dislike it mildly. Yeah, Electrode is a tactical nuke. I remember when I was watching Small Ants, like, what was it? It was like, can you beat Pokemon with only shinies? That video, by the way, has so many views because it was like one of the first ones to do it, like full odds. Shinies. Nah, nah. Yeah, 16 million views! Like, Jesus crikey. To be fair, these videos still get views. The niche. It's got a niche on rain teams? Wait, what? Why? Oh, wait. Why has it got a niche on rain teams? It's all... Also, oh wow, I did not realise it was that fast. Since when was Electrode faster than Latios? Hang on a minute. Let me just quickly look this up, right? Pokemon list with stats. Speed. You're telling me Electrode is as fast as Zacian Crowned, Mega Sceptile, and it's faster than Zeraora and Dragapult when it's a ball. It can set on Rain Red. Oh, it's a Rain Setter. Okay. Plan on set. Ooh, you love to see it, dude. Pokemon YouTube's awesome. I've kind of been out of the loop for a while, which is why I want to get back into streaming. Because I feel like if I get streaming, then I can get shorts clips. Then I can, you know, just like kind of go with the flow. I think I know my next video idea. I mean, I've got a few. Well, I say I've got a few. I've got like 20 ideas that I want to do. But I'm like kind of paranoid about messing up my strat. Well, not my strat, but just like the video itself. I don't know where I got my strat from. You know? So, yeah. Moving back to the tier list. Executor. Doing. Execute's fine. Oh my, I said execute again. What is wrong with me? Executor is like cool-ish. It's like fine. I wouldn't say it's good, but it's like okay. Could do a challenge with friends. Yeah, I'll think about it. I already have like a bunch of solo ideas. That's literally what my last video was. It was catch a full team of shinies with boosted odds. I kind of wish that video performed a bit better, but because I thought the thumbnail was really good. Oh, that's not what you want to do. If we get the thumbnail up. Catch a full team of... Yeah, like, I thought this thumbnail was really good. But... yeah, I don't know. I think I just messed up the intro. Because if you look at YouTube Studio... oh, that's not what I meant to do. Content. Analytics. Yeah, like, I messed up the intro so badly. Like, no one watched past, like... I lost half my viewers by the time I got to the 30-second mark. Once you got into the video, people stay. I just need to figure out how I can get this to stop up, like, here. You know? Like, if I can get this to flatline for the rest of the video, then we're sorted. I just need to improve my videos, that's all. It was definitely a me problem, but... yeah. Right, going back to tier list. Farfetch'd, awful. Galarian Farfetch'd and that side, brilliant. Love it. But, regular Farfetch'd, it's so bad, and you can't find it anywhere. Like, why is... like, he's got this small little pathetic leak. Like, I could snap that in half if I wanted to. You know? Like, you could have given it any vegetable and you gave it a leak. I'm going to leak its stats real quick, and they're not very good. Like, if you look at Pokédex Far-fetched. It's got less than 400 base stat total. Whereas, bro, this guy... You need to do an in-game... Exactly, like, it's so lame. Pharaoh. I've heard Kenya the Pharaoh in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Gold and Silver is really good, but I have not played through a Johto game before. I don't know how I've got this far through Pokemon, considering I've been playing it like half my life. I've never played through a Johto game. I do actually have Soul Silver, like an actual copy of it, but I don't know, I just never really got into playing on my DS. I'll probably do it as like a stream or two. Well, I say a stream or two, like a couple streams. As for Pharaoh itself, I think it's kind of mid. It's like Dodrio, but like not as good. So, I meant to put it like that. It's like Dodrio, but just worse. Just because I think Dodrio's overall design is a bit better. Flareon. I don't actually know many people that has this as a favourite evolution, but I've met someone in the last couple months who actually really loves Flareon. So, I'm gonna... And it's grown on me a little bit, I will say that. I don't think it's better than Alakazam. Alakazam's kind of dope, but Flareon's still really good. This is what I mean, like, Flareon's, like, probably my least favourite evolution. And it's that high in the tier list, you know? Played all games on emulator because I was born 2006 and they don't sell GBAs or... Yeah, that's fair. I still need to play through... One thing I do want to do at one point is play through the original Pokemon Blue or Pokemon Red or Yellow. Probably Pokemon Red. And just see how that goes because I've never actually played through like a Gen 1 game. That seems really fun to do. Ghastly, more like mid. We'll put you there. So I think I'm gonna swap these two. Yeah, that sounds about right. Right, Gengar. I think we all know where this is going. But, no, I'm kidding. Nah, Gengar I really like. I might like it more than Dragonite, actually, yeah. But it's Pokemon Red. Use a Tauros. Oh yeah, I've heard Tauros is super fast. And because it's super fast, it has a really high crit chance. So there's that. I'm going to stand up a second, just because I feel like it. I wish I had a standing desk, that'd be really cool. Maybe if I get to a point where I can buy a new desk, then I'll get a standing desk. Obviously, I'm going to like move house and stuff first for that, because I won't have enough room in here. Right, let's go back to the video game. And by the video game, I mean, you know, this. Yeah, and use Hyper Beam. Oh yeah, it has no recharge time, does it? Well, I don't think it would in Gen 1. I feel like it was too complicated for them to make back then. If you KO someone, then you don't get a recharge stun. Okay, that's interesting. But only when you KO someone, that's really strange. Anyway, Geodude, let's be honest, it's just like... kind of mid. Geodude. And we have our first Burn in Hell. Gloom... I'm sorry, Gloom is like one of the worst middle evolutions, like, of all time. Like, what is this? Like, what is it? It just looks like a weed. Like, it just looks like something that's unintentionally grown in your garden and you're gonna poison it, like, so it goes away. And that's about it, you know? Poison the poison type. Golbat, Golbat. I don't know why I'm singing Golbat, but you know. Golbat is like... eh. I don't really have much to say about Golbat. It's kind of just like, wow, I'm a bat that's got a really weirdly large mouth. It's, like, surely his mouth gets tired from being that open all the time, you know? It's like, Goldeen is just bad. It's not too bad, but it's like, it's really mid. Speaking of mid, Golduck is like really mid as well. I feel bad for Golduck, to be honest, because I feel like Psyduck is just so much more iconic in every single way. It gets overshadowed so badly. And it's done nothing wrong, it's just a mid-ass Pokemon. That's what you can say. Golem's, like, alright. I don't really know how to feel about Golem. Alolan Golem, however, is hilarious. But that'll be a topic for another day. So yeah, Golem's just like... Electrode, but not electric type. Now I think about it, it's actually, you know, due to anime, yeah. How'd you know? And then Graveler is just like Cloyster, but if it was, you know, not water and ice. Actually, I think I've done Arbok a bit dirty. I think I'll move it up there. I think I've also done you very dirty. Yeah, I think Clefairy's like... Wow, I did this really dirty. Imagine you chilling on the side of on the mountainside, you see a golem? Yeah, a golem dropping on you. No, imagine you're in a cave, right, and you just see a golem, pick up a Geodude, put it on top of it, and just go, yeet! You know, like, that would be the funniest thing of all mankind, and I respect it. I just realised, we haven't had a Pokemon in good in a while. Also, this is going to move down, speaking of. And the streak isn't going to change this time, because Grimer is just, like, world's midiest Pokemon of all time. Like... You know? It's like, these three here are just like, the staple of mid. And that's all I can really say. Growlithe is a good boy. However, I had a conversation with someone earlier, and they were like, Growlithe reminds me of like a Chihuahua, where you just want to kick it. Like, he's a good boy, but, you know, I'll put him like here. But, I don't know, like, have you ever just wondered how far you could punt something like that? And we all know where Gyarados is going. Gyarados is going, like, easily up here. Maybe above Articuno? Not above Charizard, but he's, like, close. He's close. He's close to best, because, let's be honest, it's a pretty decent Pokemon. Like, everyone uses Gyarados. It's so iconic. Haunter is a Pokemon that exists. And that's all there is about... What? English? All there is about to it. It's just... Yeah. Hitmonchan. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think Hitmonchan is the better of the Hitmonlee. Or the Hitmonlee? What? It's the better of the Hitmons in Gen 1. I think Hitmontop's the best, but we'll save that for another day. I think Hitmonchan is, like, awesome. Like, he's a boxer, you know? It's just... You know, you love to see it. Hitmonchan. Let's put him... Yeah, I'm going to put him there, actually. I prefer him over Bulbasaur. Speaking of Bulbasaur, I think I'm going to move him down 2, because I actually prefer... 2, not 3. Because I think I prefer Flareon, you know. Actually, no, that's it. I'm just overthinking it. We'll leave him there. We'll leave him there. Hitmonlee, however, I think Hitmonlee is... No. It's just a weird Pokemon, to be honest. We'll leave him, like, here. Got a shiny Growlithe in Scarlet Violet. Ooh, nice. You'd love to see it, dude. Shiny Growlithe looks really good, to be fair. Shiny Growlithe and Shiny Arcanine. Even the Hisuian form looks good. You just can't go wrong with Arcanine. Like, that entire line. You might want to punt Growlithe, the regular one, because if you punted Hisuian Growlithe, then you'd just be kicking a rock. And I don't think kicking a rock is very healthy for the environment, you know? We're just going to put you there and move on, because I have no thoughts on Horsey whatsoever. Like, what do you say about this Pokemon? Yeah, golden, exactly, you know. One thing I will say, yellow shinies can look amazing or awful. They can look really good. Like Luxray, for example. Beautiful shiny. Absolutely amazing. But, my god. Yeah, Luxray can look amazing. Lucario looks pretty good. It doesn't look as good as Luxray, but it looks pretty good, you know? And then you've got Pokemon like Jangmo and just Pokemon like that, and they just, no. Doesn't look good. And then just like, some Pokemon don't really look good with yellow. Like, it has to be a very specific Pokemon. I have one in Legends. I have like 4 in Legends Arceus. I found so many Shinx and Luxio. Or mainly Luxio. I think I found 1 Shinx and I didn't save my game and I lost it. Why am I so tired, bro? I literally had an energy drink on the way home today. And I'm still tired somehow. Yeah, Shiny Luxray is beautiful. I can't wait to talk about the Sinnoh Pokemon. Sinnoh's like my second favourite region, probably. Hypno, bad. It just looks weird, like, why is he trying to I mean, I guess it's in the name, hypnotize, but... Now, Ivysaur, I will say, is actually pretty good. I think Bulbasaur's more iconic, but... I really like Ivysaur's the middle evolution for that. What time is it for me? 2 o'clock. 2 p.m. Jigglypuff, Jigglypuff. Am I gonna get copyright strikes for that? Imagine my entire channel was just deleted. Nah. Jigglypuff, I like Jigglypuff. It's iconic. Just singing, drawing on Ash, Misty, and Brock's faces all the time. Just amazing. 7:30 in the morning or at night? I don't know Asia time zones like at all. I know Japan's like 10 hours ahead or behind, but I don't know which way it is. I think it's ahead. Just because America's behind, and it's the opposite side of the world. So. Jolteon. This has been my lord and savior in Pokemon Go. So I'm going to put him above, like... I love Jolteon, dude. It's PM. Oh, okay. Oh, you're actually only... Wait. You are 3.5 hours ahead of me. Wait, no, wait, that's not right. Wait, no, 5.5 hours. I'm just being really silly. Where'd I get 3 from? Oh, wait, I know why. Because it says 1407 on my things. So I was like, oh, because it's 7, it's 17. Like a doing, 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 donk, you know? Jinx, burn it. I didn't realize what Pokemon was next. Jinx, burn it. I don't want to see it ever again. My god, Jinx, no. Not even if I'd have 300 drinks would I like that Pokemon. Kabuto. I don't really like the fossil Pokemon that much in this region, but Kabuto's like mid. It's like... And then Kabutops, it looks a bit cooler, I'll give it that, but it's not like... We'll go like... I think I prefer Electrode. Jinx would... Yeah, because of the blackface controversy. I think in Gen 1 it had a different coloured face. Generation 2 Jinx. No. Yeah, this was it. From the anime, I think. No. But yeah, people think Mr. Mime is creepy. Look at this thing. Oh my god. Stay away from me. Never look at me again. I'm deleting that. And for that, it's going at the very bottom. Kadabra, it's just like... I might actually put it in bad, you know. Yeah, I think I prefer it over Cloyster. Or prefer Cloyster over Kadabra. Kuna, again, it's just bad. It's not that interesting. I think I don't prefer Goldeen. Do I prefer Goldeen? No. I mean, yes. Yes, I do prefer Goldeen. Kangaskhan. I don't know if you've seen the first episode of Journeys, but... It's amazing. Other than YouTube, I'm supposed to be getting a job soon, yeah. I was studying, like, a few years ago, but I just despise everything about it, so... Yeah, I physically just can't study, really. It's just... I just get so bored. Like, I'll learn something if I want to learn. Like, say if I wanted to learn something, I would go out of my way to do it. But if I'm told, okay, you've got to learn something at this time every week, like, just go away. Like, I don't like being forced to do something. Which is why, to be honest, work is going to be a massive pain. But you know what? I'll get through it. If I have to, I'll work until I can get this full time. Because I'd love to do YouTube full time. That would be like absolutely amazing, man. Right, Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan. I like Kangaskhan, I think. Actually, do I? I think it's like above average. But it's still like mid. I think I prefer Blastoise. Studying isn't everything. Yeah, I think studying now is kind of a waste of time. Just because I feel like you could leave school early, focus on what you want to do. Like, this is just how my brain works, right? Like, I watched the... Oh, whose video was it? It was Technoblade's video, because I watched it... I was, like, reminiscing him the other day. So I was like, oh, I haven't watched a Techno video in a while, I already miss him. I was like, you know, I'm going to watch one of his videos. And he put a point that, like, described me perfectly. Like, there's two buttons in front... Imagine there's two buttons in front of you. One blue, one red. The blue button is a button that gives you a perfectly normal life. You're earning just above the amount where you can live comfortably and go on holiday once a year. You know, like, you're completely fine. You never really have any problems. You just go to work. You know, you enjoy yourself. But on the right side, the red button... 95% chance you will do nothing with your life. Or it will be working at McDonald's 10 hours a day, you will hate it, you know, all this. Or you have a 5% chance to go through with the perfect job that you want to do and become the most successful person in that industry. Or the most successful, like, you know, super successful person. I would hit this button on the right, the red button, 99 times out of 100. As long as I'm able to function, I would hit the red button. And the reason why I wouldn't hit the blue button is because that will never change. No matter how much time you work in that average job, or the job that gets you just above what you can do, so you can do whatever you want, basically. Like, whilst you're still working. Is because you must be so bored of doing the same thing over and over again, you know? It's just not for me. I like taking a lot of risks. I like taking risks. I'm not very good at, like, actually taking them, you know? Back onto this, Kingler. I'm going to say I like Kingler. And I know it's very strange opinion because it's just a crab. But to be honest, right, I remember watching, because I watched the Elite Four, not the Elite Four, the Kanto League with a friend. And I was like, isn't there a bit where Kingler just goes like Super Saiyan? And on this guy's first battle, he squad wipes on his, like, he just destroyed everything and everyone in its power. Like, it evolves and then did it. Like, what a goat. I love Kingler, man. Well, I don't love him, actually. I like him. But yeah, I respect... You know what, actually? I'm going to put you above Aerodactyl. I respect you a lot, you know? Coughing... What is this thing, dude? I think I prefer Kadabra. Do I prefer Goldeen? Yeah. And then Krabby is just like, it's literally just a crab, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, what can you say about Krabby? Like, he's just a little crab guy. He's just like going... I don't know what else to say about Krabby. He's just a little crab, you know? Like, there's nothing else to it. But he's not as funny, because he's not like Kingler. Right, Lapras. Now, this is where things... Actually, we actually have, like, a decent amount of Pokemon left. Which is pretty cool. Right, Lapras. I think Lapras is actually pretty cool. I'd say... nah, I don't prefer it to Alakazam. But yeah, Lapras is really cool. Such a bulky water and ice type that you can always rely on, you know? If you don't know what water type to get, Lapras is always a good option. However, we can just ban this. I would say ban, but Lickitung isn't that bad. It's just, like, really weird. Like, Jinx, it's disturbing. Gloom, burn it. But Lickitung, I don't know, I just think he's a little weird. And by a little weird, I mean, so weird to the point where, you know... Lickitung, I don't know, it's just, like, strange. I believe studying does help because I want to become a computer engineer specialist in AI. There are really high paying jobs in countries like America. True. That is very true. However, now this is just a hot take and do not take my advice because I have extremely weird advice. But I genuinely think if you were to drop out of school, which I'm not saying you should, don't drop out of school because I'm an idiot. I genuinely think you would be better off not going to your main school. Hard focus on learning everything there is about AI, coding and all that. Creating something and using that as an example instead of getting a few grades on a piece of paper. I think physical proof of it rather than just grades is so much better. Like if you can say, hey, I made this, it did this and this, it's got this many, I don't know, It's a really popular website, like all this. Like, I feel like it's so much better than any other, like, schoolwork you could do. Because if you think about it, right, like, when you practice for a sport, practice is good, but until you actually put it to use, it's useless. Like, you could practice every day for 100 days, but if you never play a full game of something, what was the point in practicing? You know? That's if you want to become, like, a pro in this sport. I know, that's just my take on things. Alright, Machamp. I like Machamp. I think he's cool. Put him there. By the way, can we talk about how Flareon has a higher attack stat than Machamp? It's so odd. World's most odd thing to ever exist on planet Earth. Machamp is cool though. Like, he's just a little guy, you know. Well, he's not. He's very far from little, isn't he? Like 6 foot. Oh, the same attack stat? You're telling me I'm taller than a Machamp? Don't get me wrong, it would screw me over in a fight, but like... I'm actually kind of curious. Flareon. Yeah, both 130. Yeah. Like, you're telling me I'm taller than a Machamp? Or does that only go up to its head? Actually, how do you determine a Pokemon's height? Because, like, technically, if it stood up straight, like, aren't its arms going to be, like, really tall? Isn't it going to be, like, 7 foot because of those? Or does it not include that in the height? Because if not, then it's, like, 3 foot with 2 meter arms. Or a meter arm. It'd be, like, 4 foot. Yeah, exactly. Like, Machamp can't be that... like, it might bench press, like, 500 kg, but if it's smaller than me, then what's it going to do, realistically? Except probably murder me, to be fair. So, back to this. Machamp, yeah. Good spot for Machamp, I reckon. Machoke. Now, Machoke is just some buff, weird guy. So, yeah. We'll just shove him, like... He's like Electabuzz, but like weirder. I'd say that's a pretty good spot, so I'm gonna swap these two. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good spot. And then Machop is just like slightly better. He's like... No, I'll just put him like here. No, I don't know how to rank I was about to say Machamp. I don't know how to rank Magikarp because it's just a fish, theoretically, right? But it's the iconic fish, you know? He is the goat of the fish, you know? Kyogre, who's that? Like, Magikarp, best fish Pokemon. But how do you rank him? Where did I put Gyarados? Oh, he's there. Okay. I just couldn't see Gyarados, even though he's right there. I think Magikarp will go, like... no, I think it's... Yeah, that's a good spot for him. Right just above another goofy guy, you know? I should probably zoom out. Yeah, there we go. Magmar! Magmar is bad. He's a derpy chicken fella. I wonder what he would I wonder what that would taste like for a KFC burger. The Magmar burger. Because he looks like he's got pretty beefy legs, you know? Just chop the tail off. Make sure he's not going to burn me. Could be a pretty good meal, to be fair. I put him above, like, Kadabra, but he's not great, you know? Magnemite, more like Magnum mid. I think I prefer, like... Yeah. And then Magneton, it's just 3 of them. Alright, see you, boss. Enjoy your meeting with whatever the hell it is. And I'll maybe speak to you another time. You know? That would be pretty cool. And yeah, see you in a bit, man. And now we go by speaking to myself for another 20 minutes. I mean, technically I'm speaking to myself anyway, because streaming, you are just talking to yourself. Yeah, like, there's an audience there, but, you know. Anyway, see you, pass. Right, Mankey. Mankey is just like... Mankey's just Mankey, you know? You prefer him over, like, Grimer. I think Cabusa's probably like that. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I think I prefer... I'm also going to move Chansey down again. And Golbat. Yeah, I think that's probably better. Anyway, Marowak I think is just kind of mid as well, but it's like higher mid, you know? He's like... we'll go here. Also, I'm going to move Ditto all the way down to like... here. I don't know, it's just kind of like... you know? It's just Right, Meowth. I think Meowth is actually kind of cool. I don't know if it's just because of the anime, but I know, I think he's like alright. He's like very bottom of good. Maybe better than Dratini. Jigglypuff is, you know, Jigglypuff, so. Metapod, best. I love Metapod. I'm kidding, I don't actually care that much. He's like Kakuno. Like, he's just more iconic, so I guess I'll put him like that. Right, Mew, best. He's a little adorable fella who's just survived through time, and I respect that a lot from Mew, you know? One of the best Kanto Pokemon, best legendary from Kanto. You know, just, he's amazing. I love him. Anyway, Mewtwo is also in best. Maybe above Dragonite. Yeah, I think that's a good spot. I really like Mewtwo. Dragonite, I think he's just better than Dragonite just because, like, he's so iconic, you know? Also, I find it really funny how I've got, like, all these iconic Gen 5... Gen 5? Bro, where is my brain gone? But you do that. Yeah. I've got these 5 iconic, you know, Gen 1 Pokemon. I've just got Dugong and Arcanine. I feel like Arcanine and Dugong are a lot smaller favourites. Or a lot, like, less popular than these 8 really here. Like, all of these are, like, some of the favourites of Kanto. And speaking of favourites and best, let's add to it. I think Moltres is just above Charizard. I don't know why, I just love Moltres. Like, it's such a cool Pokemon, you know? Well, it's actually fire, because the cool Pokemon is Articuno. But yeah. Oh no, I just really like Moltres. You know, he's cool. Right, Mr. Mime. More like Mr. Mid. Actually, no, I prefer him, like, over Golduck. Probably prefer Caterpie. Also, Machop is like kind of... Yeah. Muk, I actually think is kind of cool. And hear me out, right? Every time he appears in the anime, he just like goes for a hug and just ends up swallowing Ash whole. And I find that quite funny. So I'm going to put him like... I'm not going to say he's that good. I think he's like here, realistically. Maybe a bit lower. Nah, I'll put Clefable above. I think Clefable's cooler. But I do think Muk is quite the funny Pokemon, just for that reason alone. Now, Nidoking, let's be honest, Nidoking's a good Pokemon. Like, I don't think it's that good, but I think it's like, it's just a really solid design that you can't go wrong with. I feel like, when I say good, by the way, like, the cutoff for an actually, like, Pokemon I really like is, like, Dragonair. Like, Machamp onwards, I'd say, is, like, a really good design. Maybe I could have split this up into different tiers, but... Yeah, I don't know, I just feel like Dragonair and beyond, like, I like the Pokemon, but it's, like, above, it's just above average. It's, like, these one, like, from here onwards, I think I like just above average. Maybe I should just put them there, actually. You know what? We're just gonna do that. So I'll put... Actually, no, we'll leave it as the way it is, never mind. I can't be bothered. Nidoqueen, however, bad. I think this thing is abysmal. And hear me out, right? Nidoking, I think is badass. I think it's really cool. But I think Nidoqueen is so unbelievably excessive. I just don't see the point in it. And then Nidoran female is like mid. It's alright, but like it's for Haunter. Same with Nidoran male, it's like, you know, it's just not that interesting. Then Nidorino, it's, again, they're just not that interesting. There's that. Then Ninetales, I think Ninetales is high up, you know. I really like Ninetales. And, could it be there? You know, I'm going to put it there. Regular Ninetales, I really like, actually. I think it's a really good Pokemon. And the reason why is because I remember using it on a Pokemon Sword team at one point. I don't know what I think I was going to go for Arcanine, and then I decided to go for Ninetales just for a change, because that's what I could find. I was like, you know what? Let's use Ninetales. I actually really enjoyed using it. I think it's a really class Pokemon. So, yeah, that's why I went with Ninetales. With Ninetales, that's why I went with good for Ninetales, you know? Oddish is a little cutie. But is one thing I'm noticing from this photo here, or this, like, image here. So, for that alone, I'm going to put it above Charmander. Because he's a little cutie, you know? Actually, maybe below Charmander. But I definitely prefer it to, like, everything there. Just look how happy it is, you know? He's so happy! Omanyte, I'm not gonna lie, I think this Pokemon's really bad. Well, not really bad, but, like, it's just so unbelievably mid. And then, Omastar, get in the bin. I put it in burn, but it's possibly the furthest Pokemon away from being burnt because it's a water and rock type. So, yeah, I think it's stupid. Onix, what a classic Pokemon, man. Onix is decent. Decent. I think I'm going to put him below Growlithe, though. Oh no, I like Onix. I think he's just like classic, iconic rock snake that is terrifying probably in real life, but what am I trying to say? Realistically, like, anything hits harder than it, despite it being, like, solid boulders that if... I don't know, I feel like the only way to, like, actually murder this thing is just spray it with a water. Like, with a water. Yep, let's go, English! Spray it with a water. That's so huge. Yeah, just spray it with a bit of water and it will just, like, pass out and not wake up. Paras and Parasect. Burn it. Burn it. These Pokemon are actually the first Pokemon and only Pokemon to have 3-4 times weaknesses, because Poison used to be super effective against Bog. Or they used to be super effective against each other. So there's that. Jesus Christ, it's cold right now, man. It's a shame Persian isn't matching the mood of it being cold, though. Persian is just like really, really mid. It's just like one of those cats, you know? So I probably prefer like it's a gold or Mr. Mime. That's a good spot, I think. Yeah, I prefer Persian to Mr. Mime, but not Caterpie. And Pidgeotto, or Pidgeot rather. I saw Pidgeotto there. Pidgeot, it's like good. Actually, no, I think it's like here. Kangaskhan's probably better. What's my thumbnail saying? Have I stuck to that so far? Not really. Probably should have kept that in mind. Right, Pidgeotto, it's just Pidgeot, but like slightly smaller. So, and then Pidgey, it's like they're all the same Pokemon. It just grows a slightly different tail and gets a bit bigger each time. So, these three can go in a row. Pikachu, I honestly think Pikachu is my second favorite Kanto Pokemon. Like, seeing it travel with Ash and Freed in the anime, just chef's kiss. Like, they just treat it so well. I love Pikachu. I never pick it as like a favorite Pokemon, but if I had to pick my favorite Pokemon from Kanto, if it wasn't Arcanine, it would be Pikachu probably. Pinsir, however, not gonna lie, it's kinda bad. And that's because, I don't know, I just think Pinsir's kinda bad. A Poliwag, now Poliwag is about as the same as Horsey, except it's like kinda cute. Is it? It's not as cute as... Why has it got the Jinx lips? I just realised. You know what, for that you can go below Mr. Mime. It's like a good spot for it though. Then we've got Polymid. You can go like... I think it's like... better... I think it'll go like that, yeah. Then Poliwrath, he's like, oh, I'm angry! Grr! And then he's like... not angry at all, actually. Probably put him like... higher than I thought I would, to be fair. Yeah, that'll do. Then Fire Horse. I would say it's fire. Quite literally. But, I actually don't think it's that interesting. No, it's just a fire horse. Like, you can't really go wrong with it, but yeah, I think I prefer Golem. Rapidash is a bit cooler, but it's like, nah. I don't know why I picked from here. Yeah, Porygon. What do I think of Porygon? Porygon is okay. It's like Blastoise, kinda, but slightly worse. Like that. No, I think Mug's better. And Charmander. Yeah, that'll do. I have to zoom out again. Ugh, bug. Luckily, that should be the last time we zoom out, though. So, yeah. Right, Primeape. Now, I used to think Primeape was really dumb. And then I feel bad for it because it's not used at all in the Let's Go games except one random trainer. It's only one random trainer that uses Primeape in the entire main story. I feel bad for him. And also it evolves into an Annihilate now, which is cool as hell. It's a shame it's not Annihilate, but you know, I'd say it's like there. Psyduck. Come on, it's Psyduck. I think I'm gonna put him there. I'm not gonna lie, I might move you down below Magikarp. Yeah, I think Psyduck is just such a wholesome Pokemon, you know? He's just such a little guy. He's just a pat on the head, you know? Pat, pat, pat. Raichu, it's not as good as Pikachu, right? Of course it's not, but it's pretty good still. I still like Raichu. I think I prefer him over you. I think below Jolteon's a good spot. The Alola form, that's a question, that's a story for another day. But I do think Raichu is pretty good for the most part. Raticate, however, I don't care if it's supposed to be a rat, it's ugly. Like, I think I prefer coughing, which is something I thought I'd never say. Imagine saying you prefer coughing to a Pokemon. Then Rattata is like, it's like slightly better. Like, I might actually move Graveler down. I think Graveler's really bad. Probably like, yeah. Rhydon, more like Rhydon these nuts. Lol, isn't that so funny and epic and cool? Rhydon. Anyway, I think Rhydon is just like, it's like Rapidash, but not as cool. I think Golem's cool. Do I want to put you there, or do you want to put you? Nah, I think I prefer Hitmonlee. Just about, like, literally, like, pixels away from going over, but Hitmonlee, like, the kicks are, like, more interesting than the whole, like, rock thing. Rhyhorn, I do actually prefer Rhyhorn to Rhydon, because I know it's just slightly more interesting. I prefer you. Yeah, that's a good spot, I think. It's a very okay spot for it. Sandshrew. Sandshrew is pretty cute. But it's like oddish, where it's like... It's like oddish, yeah. Where it's just like, it's cute, but that's all there is to it. You know? And Sandslash is like... he's like a bit worse. Maybe above Electabuzz. Nah, I think actually I'm gonna move you up a decent bit. I think I'm gonna move Electabuzz down because Electabuzz is like. Yeah. So far, I'm actually really liking this tier list. You know? How long have we been going for? Have we been live for an hour and a half? There's no way we've been live for an hour and a half already. Oh my god, how have I been live for an hour and a half? Also, I haven't clipped anything, there's no point. I fully thought I'd been live for like half an hour. I mean, I've been live for half an hour, plus 1 hour, basically. Right, Scyther. What do I think of Scyther? I think it's okay. I think Scyther itself is like on the upper echelon of Pokemon, but it's like Kangaskhan and Primeape, where it's just kind of there. Like it's you're there to get the evolution, you know. Like you like the base form, but you're there to get the evolution, you know. Like you'd never use a Scyther on its own. And Seadra is kind of the same, except it's not that great, you know? Yeah, I think that's good. Seadra's like mid as hell. Seaking, awful. I genuinely think Seaking's the worst Kanto Pokemon that shouldn't be burnt. You know? Seal, I'm not gonna lie, it's just really mid. I prefer you. But yeah, Seadra is just like... I don't know, it's just... it's just got like this weird nose thing, like, well, it's not really a nose, it's more of like a suction cup, but it just looks weird, like, it just seems excessive. Kingdra is like, okay, again, a story for another day, however, I still think it's okay, you know? But with Seadra, it just looks a bit weird, you know? Shelder is like Cloyster, but it's just like, even weirder. Bandida Queen. Na, 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 na. Yeah, that looks good. Shelder's just like Cloyster, but worse. That's why I put it there. If anyone was remotely interested. Now I think about it, Shelder's just like a mix of a smaller Cloyster and a Lickitung. Like, it's in that area where it's like in between them and everything. Na 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 na. Right, Slowbro. I so slow. Slowbro is, he's just a derpy little fella. Same with Slowpoke. I think they're gonna go in the same spot, basically. I think they're gonna go just up here, like just above, like that. Maybe. Honestly, you know what? Nah, I can't put them that much higher. I was gonna say, I was gonna put them like right below Blastoise, but I think I prefer Scyther. Primeape can go down, actually, to be fair. But yeah. As for Snorlax, wow, Snorlax is bad. No, I'm kidding. I actually kind of like Snorlax. I've never really been able to use him well, or at all, really, because I know I just kind of have other types that are much more cooler to use. Much more cooler? Much cooler to use. But I think Snorlax has a good spot in the higher area of the list. Just purely because I think Snorlax is a little teddy bear, you know? But he's not very little. He's like, how big is he? Pokey. Snorlax. Yeah, like he's 7 foot. And that doesn't even include width either. So, yeah, he's a big, beefy boy. Spearow, I'm not gonna lie, I think it's kind of bad, but it's like, also not that bad. It's like on this bare minute, it's like the crisp of bad, I think. So I think I might move you up a few spots, just because move you down a bit. No, I'll move you like here, just because they're kind of cute. Yeah, that'll do. Right, Squirtle. What do I think of Squirtle? I think it's Squirtle, believe it or not. It's like Blastoise, but like not as cool. I think I'm gonna put him like. Nah, I prefer Squirtle over there. I can't lie to myself like that. Yeah, it seems like a pretty good spot. Starmie and the world's midmost. Yeah, nice. What do I think? Starmie and Staryu, they're just like really mid. You can put Starmie above like Magneton and Kabuto. Yeah, I'll put you there, and then Staryu I'll put like right underneath. It's because, you know, I think Staryu is like and then Starmie is just like you know. They're just Tangeli is like, again, one of those I'll put you there. I think that was a pretty good spot for Tangeli. Oh no, Tangeli, he's just like... He's just there. Like, he looks traumatized. Bless him. Na, 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 na. Right, Tauros. Tauros. What do I think of Tauros? Tauros is good. I like Tauros. I think it's like... Probably like... About Onyx. I was about to say Onyx difficulty, whatever that meant. Maybe below Onyx. No, I think I prefer him. Yeah, I think that's a good spot. Just above Onyx, just below Growlithe. You know? I just think he's a fun little guy. And by a fun little guy, I mean a massive ball that will ruin your entire family if you get in the wrong place. But yeah. Speaking of just... Actually, I don't know why I was saying speaking of just mid Pokemon, because I literally just gave him like a good. But yeah, Tentacool is just like... It's just there. Actually, no, I think I prefer you. Tentacruel is still kind of mid. Hot take, I know, but I think he's kind of mid. I think I'll put you there. And Vaporeon, other than the copy pasta, because that ruined everyone's lives and thoughts of Vaporeon, I still think it's really good. I think it's better than Lapras. I don't think it's better than Alakazam though. And yeah, that's what we're going to say. Venomoth is just like really bad. It's like, its shiny is amazing by the way. And Venonat is just like mid. Where would I put Venonat? Maybe above you. I'll put you there. That's a good spot. Venusaur. Now, this is where things get interesting. As the thumbnail indicates, I think it's just mid, to be honest. I really don't care that much about Venusaur. I think it's better than Blastoise, but it's like... And the only reason they're here, like, they've just got such solid designs, like, you can't fault them for it, but... Put you there. I don't know why you've been up there that high. Why am I yawning so much, man? Can't sit up. Meeting is over, that's such a W. The stream's almost over as well, to be fair. I don't really have anything planned after this. Yeah, I don't know. What was the thing? Oh yeah, Venusaur. I think Venusaur's just really mid. I don't really get the hype behind him. Like, I get he's a bulky leaf, but like, other than that, it's just like, you know, just there. Speaking of mid plants, oh my, Victory Bell is like the definition of mid plant. It can go right there. Same with Vileplume, to be honest. Vileplume's like slightly better, maybe, but. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not bad, but it's not amazing. That's what I need to focus on. But I didn't really put much thought into it, you know? Like, with an intro, I want to grab your attention in the first few seconds and be like, ask a question or something like that. But, you know, it was short, concise, which is good. But it didn't develop anything. Like, it didn't really... Like, this is where it all began kind of thing. It didn't feel like a story. The thing is, I'm not making search-based context. Context? I'm not making search-based content. I'm going for a browse more than search. What do you mean backlinks? What? Oh yeah, of course search content's good, but like, I'm going for more browse than search. So, yeah. Anyway, back to tier list. So Voltorb, I think it's just a Pokeball. Like, can't really go wrong with a Pokeball. You know? it's literally just a Pokeball. So, nothing you can really go wrong with. Vulpix, it's adorable. I like it. It's like the... Nah, I think it's like above Onyx. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put it above Growlithe and you. And you. And you. You know what? You can just go there. I was just realizing the more I went along, the more like I realized I like foxes, and Vulpix is just amazing. Yeah, but in the initial stages, you want to go on a platform. So I said, yeah, but the thing is, if you make search-based content and it doesn't show up in search, then you're done for. So you want to focus on browse from the beginning, and then just try and focus search-based topics. Which is what I did with my Charizard video and my Serena video. Well, mainly just my Charizard video. It was more based on, like, Charizard gets hate? What? Why? You know? Like, I wanted to really grab your attention with that. I still need to make the Greninja version of that, man. We'll get that done eventually. Wartortle. Anyway, Wartortle. I think this is the worst Kanto starter by a mile. No, I don't know. I think I prefer over Rattata and Kadabra, but I still think it's bad. I don't prefer Pinsir. I prefer Nidoqueen though. Hot topics like these are good to grow attention. Yeah, but also I'm not gonna lie. I'm still not sure if I want to turn this into a video. I don't think I will, just because I feel like I want to use videos as like something that I think is really cool and interesting. What I want to stream stuff that I would make as videos, but I feel like they've been done so many times that it's like, it's just not that interesting, you know? Plus, why does anyone care what I think? I have 484 subscribers. Like, why does anyone care what I think? You know? Right, Weedle. It's just Weedle, bro. Like, it's like Magnemite, but worse. Don't worry, you can do this. What I can do is burn this. I can burn Weeping Bell. You know, that would be pretty cool, right? The thing is with this is like, I don't think I could make it an interesting video. Is what I'm trying to say. Like with my like long form content, I want to make the content interesting, like eye grabbing, you know, like if I was to edit this and make this into a full video, one, I've already streamed it so people can see it already, like they're like, what, he's uploaded it again? Like they're just probably, the click-through rate would be lower naturally. And two, like I'd have to go over the entire stream and replace all the footage. And I don't know, I just wouldn't want to do that, you know? Wheezing at how pathetic this Pokemon is. I don't actually think it's too bad though, it's like, bah. I kind of just plopped it there, not gonna lie, it's actually quite a good spot for it. Wigglytuff, again, it's just really mid. Right, over you. Oh, this actually is going up higher than I thought. Yeah. Actually, I think Cedra could go down quite a bit. Version. Like, what was it doing up there? I prefer it. Thing is, YouTube doesn't promote. It does promote quality. You're better off posting one video a month and making that video the best video you can than posting 4 that are really mediocre. Like, my friend's a perfect example of this. Like, he posts, what, like, he'll just randomly post like once or twice a month, and look at the views he gets. That's because he really hones in and makes his videos the best they can be. Like, of course he has videos that don't do as well as others, but like, that's just part of being a YouTuber, you know? Which, by the way, his videos have done really well, fucking hell. Like this, I didn't realise hit 700k. This is hit 800k. Fair play to him, dude. And then obviously he's got a short that's doing really well as well. Yeah, like, this is what I mean by I'd rather post quality than quantity. I'll get into the quantity later on. I just want to focus on quality for now. Like, whilst I'm making my own videos, if I make too many, then they won't feel as interesting. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be really proud of a project at the moment. I feel like one video with 100,000 views is better than 10 videos with 10,000 views. For me right now. Wait, no, wait. One video with 100,000 views is more of a goal than 10 videos with 1,000 views. That's what I meant to say. Also, YouTube only promotes quantity in shorts, I feel like. Like, if you really want to be getting like 10 mil views a video on shorts, you need to post consistently. Yeah, I want to feel proud of the videos. Which is hard to do at the moment because my videos have kind of been doing a lot worse. But I'm getting back into it, don't you worry. I'm getting back into it. I'm going to start working on my next video in the next few days because I've got a lot to do tomorrow. Actually, no, I could probably plan out stuff, to be fair. Like, script the video and stuff. I just don't want to overwork myself at the moment because I'm just getting back into it, so I don't want to burn out immediately. Because I kind of went on like a couple weeks break because I got really ill and then I felt physically like awful because I went out and played football the other week and I clattered into this kid and he literally, my shin still hurts from where he clattered into me. Like if I press it down, it still hurts. Like how does that even happen? Like I get I wasn't wearing shin pads, right? But this guy is built like a brick. Why? Who knows? But he is. So, yeah. Right, Zapdos, awful. I don't care what anyone says, I don't like Zapdos. Okay, maybe not awful. It's not... I prefer, like... Venomoth, I think. Yeah, I'll say I'll prefer Venomoth. Yeah, I mean football. I don't mean rugby. Like, the actual game you play by kicking the football and not running with it. Which, by the way, this could be a whole rant in itself. But America is the most special place on the entire planet. Oh my... I'm not going to get into it, actually, because we would literally be here an hour on this screen without ranking Zubat, so... Yeah. But my god, I just wish they would call it rugby. Like, it makes life so much easier. Or American rugby. Why didn't they just call it American rugby? They just try to be different for the sake of it. Alright, so Zubat is the final Pokemon on this tier list. Now, where am I going to put Zubat? I think Zubat is a very iconic. It was in every single Pokemon game up until... Wait, is it still been in every single Pokemon game? Hang on. Zubat. I'm pretty sure it's been in every single Pokemon game except Pokemon Black or White. Like cricket more than football. Yeah, that's fair. I know, I never really got into cricket personally. I think it's kind of mid. Like, I'd play it if I was up for it, but I'd never go out of my way to play cricket. Right. So, Zubat is... I mean, it's alright. It's like Caterpie, you know? I think Caterpie's slightly better though. I think I prefer it to Rhydon. And there we go. That is the tier list. Who would have thought, eh? Doing a tier list on stream. Such a simple idea. And I'd love to do this for a video, but I feel like it's a bit, you know. I might do a Alola Pokemon just because I feel like I have a lot more to say about a lot of the Pokemon that not many people would think of, you know? Like, I feel like most of my opinions on Alola Pokemon are really positive. So, I probably shouldn't do this because I feel like it gives people no reason to watch the entire stream, but I'm going to post this on my community tab, I think. But, oh well. Right, YouTube. Oh, that's YouTube Creator Studio. Why am I doing that? Community. Oh, I've got to save the image. What a daft, silly man I am. Alright, we'll just put it in downloads. Image. Oh, I've got to drag them. Okay. Downloads. So where can like zoom in at all? Great stream. Of course, man, of course. I'm going to post this on stream just because I think our first tier list video. First tier list stream was awesome. Discuss your thoughts on my tier list, as well as any thoughts, anything you think is very off. Feel free to roast my opinions in the comments below. Boom! Yeah, and that's the tier list. I'll whack this up one more time. You can go into presentation mode. Oh, we're already in presentation mode. Yeah. Pretty successful stream. I say successful. You know, no, I will call it successful because I actually did it. Yeah, successful stream. We got out there. I got out of my comfort... Well, not out of my comfort zone. I'm very comfortable streaming. But I'm very glad that I managed to, you know, stream and get something done. Because I haven't done anything, like, other than one YouTube short in, like, 3 weeks. Like, I've tried to plan out videos and try to edit them, but... Yeah, I don't know, it's... I haven't been able to do much recently just due to one thing or another, like getting ill, or... Yeah. Yeah, Mystic, I'm not gonna lie, it's possibly the worst time you could have joined, because I'm just discussing my final opinions, and then I'm gonna end. But, I will be streaming again at some point. You're awesome. Thank you, if that's to me. I don't know who you're talking to, but please shout out. I mean, if you want to be shouted out to one whole person, then sure. If I was to shout you out, like, it's not gonna do anything. Like, I don't have a platform to shout you out on. Anyway, back to finishing tier list. Yeah, tier list was awesome. I'm definitely gonna do more of these, because I think doing this allows me to show more of my personal side. Like, I don't have to cut out all these random, like, things I make, comments I make about Pokemon. Like, they're just wild, random things that are just my genuine opinions on them. Because, yeah, you know? I like giving my opinions on stuff, but I feel like as a videos, it's kind of lame. So, yeah. We can make it a lot more interesting on stream, you know? Like, instead of being 10 minutes, it's 10 to 15 minutes. It's actually 2 hours of just brilliant content. Like, brilliant is a bit of a stretch, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm actually going to put Nidoking in this just because that's what the thumbnail says. But, yeah. I shall be ending stream now, because I don't really have anything to do, but I kind of just want to, I don't really see the point in continuing. Like, what else would I do? You know, like, I can't do another tier list because I'm saving that for another stream. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. And I'll speak to you guys another time. I don't know when I'll next stream, but it should be soon. And I think I'm probably either going to do the Johto Pokemon, or I will start a new playthrough series for the stream that might end up as a video. We'll see. Anyway, speak to you guys later. Peace out. Have an awesome day, guys.